I'm here with Rivers and Scott. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
First of all, welcome back.
Thank you.
I feel like it was just last year we had you here.
Yeah, it's weird. Been deja vu all day.
Yeah.
It's always a little deja vu with you guys because we have such a history with KROQ and Weezer.
We even have the same dressing room.
Yes? Oh, do they give you the same one every year?
Uh-huh.
Oh, how nice. Must be convenient so it feels like you're coming home.
It does.
Exactly like home.
So there's something that evokes nostalgia, A, because we've had such a long history with you guys, so you feel like family, which is great. And I can't help but get wrapped up in the nostalgia, and I wanted to ask you, do you remember, and Scott, I'll ask you this after because you'll have a separate experience, but
Okay.
do you remember your first show as Weezer here in LA?
Yes, I do. We were closing for Keanu Reeves' band. They were called Dog Star, and it was at Raji's. I think it was Hollywood
Well, I think that's
Boulevard?
West LA.
No, that Raji's
was
on
in
Hollywood
Hollywood.
Boulevard.
On Hollywood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It got closed down after the earthquake in '94, but yeah, that was the first show, and it was completely packed with young women who were there to see Keanu Reeves, and then we came on, and gradually the room emptied out as we played our set.
So wait, but when you come on stage and you know that people aren't really there to see you, is it like, do you just consider that, okay, this is a practice situation, or does it kind of deflate you a little bit?
It was kind of deflating back then, but I think eventually we just came to see it as a challenge, and of course not everybody's going to love you, but you just go out there and you try your best and try to win some people over.
And Scott, what was your first experience performing with Weezer?
It was really different because I think it was Inland Invasion,
Oh, wow.
so it was a huge crowd.
What year
and
was
Rivers
that?
is like, you see all these people? And I was like, yeah. He's like, they're all here to see us. And I was just so stoked, like, yes.
Are you trying to make him nervous?
Probably.
Oh,
He likes to mess with me. But
you got stoked instead of nervous.
I was all messed up. I was making mistakes and having a terrible show. And then this famous story of the guy jumping on my back. My friend Davey from Stanford Prison Experiment jumped on my back during Hash Pipe.
And did you keep playing?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So, but then they wrestled him off.
So last year I was watching your set. You also played, I think, towards the end of the night at Acoustic Christmas, which was amazing. There was a little kid. He must have been about 15, 16 years old. He was leaning up against the rafters. He had been there all day because I'd seen him all day long. And he knew every single word. And he was looking at you guys with wonderment. Do you remember being that kid in the audience when you can go in the audience undetected and just be a music fan? Do you remember like a particular show that was you?
Yeah, I mean, I can still do that. Nobody recognizes me. I can go anywhere
They
I
would
want.
here.
No, I was out earlier watching X Ambassadors. It was great.
Yeah, weren't they?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm still there.
What are we watching? Oh.
Looking at my friend Brian right there. See Brian?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Brian.
Yeah, Brian
How are you
Ray.
doing? So you recently brought your kids on stage, which is really cool because not a lot of people get to do that. And I believe one is 3 and one is 12.
One is 4 and one is 8.
One is 4 and one
You
is
were
8.
close,
Okay. I
though.
was close. I was close. What was that like bringing them on stage? And what if they said, Dad, this is what we're going to do. Forget school.
My daughter, my 8-year-old, she's a fantastic musician, so I can pretty much count on her. I can just know she's going to nail her part, and I don't have to worry too much. But and then my son just comes out with his little cardboard guitar and rocks out. He's just cool. So, yeah, I love having him around. And, you know, sometimes we have extra parts in our songs, a keyboard part or something that we can't cover between the 4 of us, so it's actually pretty handy.
Oh, okay. It's
Child
convenient.
labor.
Do you guys miss, compared to the old days, do you miss anything about the old music industry, and do you appreciate anything about the new, like, technology-driven music industry?
Well, yeah, I grew up in the heyday of the music business, and I really romanticized like the big labels and all the drama and the romance of the big music business. And you know, at first it was kind of sad to see all that kind of go away, but I like change, and there's a lot of cool new things too, and it keeps it interesting for us.
Okay, good answer. 2015, what was your highlight so far, musically? Or pop culture-wise,
You mean besides us?
besides you guys? Like, are you a big Fetty Wap fan? The
That's
Jonas
weird. That's
Brothers?
exactly what I was going to say.
I was totally kidding.
No.
Because that was like my song of the year is Trap Queen.
I think he has the most amazing voice. Like, it's,
Really?
Yeah, it's so soulful. He just sings one melody over and over again, but man, the guy has soul.
My best friend is a big Star Wars fan and Fetty Wap fan, so for Halloween he was Boba Fetty Wap. It's a great costume. What about you? Pop culture highlight of 2015?
Oh, I don't know.
So many, so many.
Yeah, so many
Okay.
things.
Well, while you think, let's jump right into Thank God for Girls, because there's a lot of buzz around that video. Like, how many cannolis did you sacrifice in the making of that video, and who is the cannoli man?
That was a lot of cannolis,
There's a lot of cannolis.
but we found that just about every show we play now, people bring us plates of cannolis.
That's
so
a-
So do you
Cannoli
think you
sales
did
are
that-
up.
we've
Did you
been
think you
paid
did
back
that
with
on
interest.
purpose, maybe?
No, believe me, it never crossed my mind when I wrote that lyric.
Okay, so we've got some evangelist stuff going on. We've got some, is it poker or blackjack in the video? I can't quite tell. Thank
That's
God for
poker.
Girls.
There's
Is
a
that
bunch
poker?
of guys around it. Yeah,
I can't
and girls.
tell. I'm not really like a card person, but I knew it was something fun. And then you've got the cannolis. When was the concept for Thank God for Girls born?
The video?
Yeah, the video.
Not so long ago. I mean, things happen so fast now, and back in the day, making a video was a huge enterprise. But now it's just like, oh, here's an idea, let's go make it, and everyone's got these cheap handheld cameras. Just throw it together, and there you go. There's a video. Yeah.
Okay, so now do you want to get high? I saw a video with Alf in it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was just something Alf wanted to do on his own, right?
Yeah, you know, that was a weird thing. We didn't really have anything to do with that. That was just Vulture made that.
Yeah.
And I think
Alf,
It's
of
just-
all creatures in this world, that they chose Alf was refreshing, almost.
refreshing, yeah.
Refreshing, that's the only thing I can think of. Is this a sign of a 10th album coming our way?
It's a sign of more awesome music coming from Weezer.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Well, thank you guys so much. You've been
Yeah.
such a huge part of KROQ, and I'm sure that you're going to be a huge part of KROQ. I'm sorry that Stryker's not here, but I promise to go fetch him somewhere.
I
for
gotta
you.
talk to him.
Okay, I'll totally tell him that you were looking for him, and it'll make his year, too.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to tell him was, I don't remember exactly what it was. I don't keep up with the news, but maybe like a month ago there was something horrible happened in the world, like some mass shooting or maybe it was Paris.
It must have been Paris,
Yeah.
because that was before San Bernardino. It was Paris that was the awful thing that he was talking about on the air a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
and-
covered it like he was like NBC News. He was great, or CBS.
And my wife has a real anxiety disorder kind of thing, and so when she heard that news, she was super shaken up. And I think she was out driving around, and she heard him talking about it on the air, and whatever he said made her feel so much better and really calmed her down. So I wanted to tell him that.
Oh,
and
that's
say
awesome.
thanks.
He's going to be really happy, because it's hard when something like that happens in the world, and we can't just go on and be like, hey, guys, this is a new song from,
Yeah.
because it doesn't feel right, or hey, win tickets to this. So to get in the proper respectful mindset is hard, and he's really, really good at it. You
Yeah.
just care about people, and he's a good humanitarian. It's awesome.
Yeah, keep doing it.
Well, you guys are coming up any minute now, so I'm going to let you go back. I wanted to say thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, Weezer!
Thanks for everything. Thanks.